Hey guys, it's time for the weekly twin flame guidance reading. Okay, and remember the masculine and feminine, it's about whoever is in what energy. Because nobody is always in just one energy, always just in their masculine or always just in their feminine. If that were the case, you'd have to be really imbalanced and out of balance to be that way. Okay, so this week I'm really getting that it's all about the inner child healing. Okay, this is a good week to be paying attention to your inner child healing because the inner children may be coming out to play. This week it's about communicating, the communication happening in a way that's just pure love, offering your hearts, your broken hearts, even if they're not, if you can't, you offer the purity of what you have to give. There's still connection there, there's communication, and it's like communicate in the way that maintains the intimacy. Don't focus so much on the romantic aspect of it. Sometimes you need to be a friend. Sometimes, see, this makes sense with the inner children coming out to play. It's like sometimes you need to support each other's inner child. Okay, even though, yes, that work predominantly falls on you both to do your own, you're not there to do all the work for each other, but sometimes you can still offer that healing for the inner child of the other. I'm getting that for the masculine, this is a time of him going within himself. Deep introspection that's bringing in him into clarity about what he feels and the changes he wants to make. So this is about the masculine getting really clear mentally, breaking away from mental prisons. He has to break away from mental prisons. And I'm getting that in some way his loss or his sadness of feeling this recent loss of the feminine in some way is giving him the drive to take that next step. He's taking that next step. He's moving forward mentally. This is about the masculine overcoming his fear of loss that prevents him, that keeps him in this mental prison. And he's able to come out of that. It's about being able to take the next step, making decisions, being determined, and choosing your destiny. This is about the masculine learning the lesson of not turning his back on opportunities because of his self-esteem or his lack of confidence, where he feels like, will I ever be able to accomplish it? Is it worth it? Can I do it? Like he's got to turn his back on, stop turning his back on opportunities for love because of that. It's like he's got to build a firmer foundation within himself, and that's what's coming up this week. And he's feeling a little bit immature or like young or inexperienced when it comes to how to emotionally handle that. Okay, so that's kind of his struggle this week. For the feminine, I'm getting that it's about her being dedicated to her own life in her physical reality in a real world way, okay? Really actually taking actions to create what she wants in a real world way in her physical reality, being dedicated to that. It's about her accepting the support that's there, learning to carry the load together. This is also about her wanting, rising up into that powerful, self-empowered place where she's able to acknowledge that she wants someone who carries the cup with her. Like, she doesn't want to carry this burden on her own. She wants someone who carries the cup with her. And she's getting dedicated to doing all she can to carry her end of the cup. She wants support, and she's willing to be supported. This is about her beginning to see herself as she really is, getting a clear look at herself, and beginning to make decisions from a more solid, grounded place of what it is that she wants, not just emotionally. Because see, remember, the thing here is, in order for twin flames to really come into union, they both have to be balanced in their masculine and feminine energies. Okay, so what happens a lot of times with karmic situations is, in karmic situations, it's usually one person, it's two people who are imbalanced in their masculine and feminine energy. So you'll have a feminine that's chasing the masculine aspect of herself through some other masculine, or you'll have a masculine that's running from the feminine aspect of himself by running from this imbalanced feminine. That's the dynamic of karmic situations. But remember, with twin flames, there are two people who are balanced within their own masculine and feminine energies. So this is where they don't have to do that runner chaser thing, because they're balanced within themselves, and it comes together. Okay, so it doesn't come together because the imbalanced feminine caught the imbalanced masculine, and then they came together to make balance. No, that's karmic. So what I'm seeing here is the feminine is beginning to take a rest and try to regroup from this battle that she's been fighting, because she's looking at herself, and this is her being able to realize, see, this I'm getting here is the feminine becoming more, she's having to embrace her masculine energy, and the masculine is having to embrace his feminine energy and rise up into that balance within themselves. So the feminine, because remember, the masculine energy is more of a thinking energy, doing in the world, that type of energy. So this is the thing, you can't be in balance where you're all in your emotions and your heart about something, but then you're not using your head. Like, you're not looking at reality. You don't care how the other person feels. You're not, you're just, that's the imbalanced feminine. She doesn't listen to both sides of herself. And what I'm getting here is the feminine is kind of putting down this battle that she feels is her looking for fantasies, and she's wanting to get grounded in reality. She's wanting to look at herself and her own balance and see herself clearly. So she's kind of taking a break, a rest from that imbalance. And so she's getting in a place where she's finding her foundation, her joy and stability within herself. And she's getting to a place where she can mentally accept that finding her joy and stability on her own, her foundation within herself, still leaves her open to possibility. She's getting mentally prepared for more possibility, which was hard for her to do when she was imbalanced. When she was imbalanced, it was hard for her to open up to more possibilities. She would not allow her masculine room to rise up, room to go on his own path or journey or whatever he needed to do. She couldn't give him that room because she didn't have the stability and the foundation within herself, because she was too imbalanced, and she was chasing him. Well, in some cases, chasing him to balance that out. And it's like now it's getting to a place of allowing things to balance themselves. And she's gaining that mental clarity that anything is possible. And she's resting from pursuit. And just being open to things unfolding and things taking their own course, and allowing the universe to guide her into all the possibilities that maybe she never considered. Okay, so that's the advice, that's the guidance for this week of what's going on and how to kind of um, navigate those energies. Also, guys, remember we have Tarot Tuesdays tomorrow. You have to have your notifications on in order to get notified, because there's no set time for Tarot Tuesdays. You just get the notification and then it's time to go live and I take the questions. Another thing, guys, is for a little while I'm trying to find me and the universe have kind of been going back and forth with these things about the readings. Right now I'm kind of in a space where I'm really wanting to do more live readings, so I've lowered my live readings because I just want to work with people more one-on-one. That's why I'm doing Tarot Tuesdays. I'm looking at increasing the radio show. Like, I really want to have that interaction with people, so I'm making the live readings a lot more affordable and accessible so that I get to work with people one-on-one, in a live setting. So that's something to think about. Guys, I'm walking my own journey, and so I don't know how long I'm ever going to be doing anything. I'm just kind of trying to, I'm just walking my own path and just going where I feel, whatever brings me joy. So, yeah, so that's that with the live readings. And then also, guys, remember I'm on Instant Go, where you can come on there and do like text messages back and forth with me for like instant readings that you'll get right away. Okay, so check me out on there if you haven't already. Other than that, I will see you guys next week for the guidance reading, and I'll see you guys for Tarot Tuesdays. Bye.